I'm a full-time occupational therapist by day who side hustled a little too close to the sun, and now I'm a content creator at night. I'm also trying to build my health and wealth foundations for the future and somehow maintaining meaningful relationships along the way. So let's just say I've learned a thing or two that helps me stay productive week to week. Welcome to my channel where I share my life experience to hopefully make your life a little bit easier. Consider staying a while. Okay, so I guess the first and last thing that has actually made a difference in my life is having a consistent sleep schedule. I've talked about this a few times in different vlogs, but I was dealing with fatigue, grogginess, not being able to get out of bed in the morning. I had a ton of tests done that essentially found that I was fine, and so I tried a few things, one of which was just going to bed and getting up at the same time every single day. The trick for me, unfortunately, is that weekends still count as days. I'm still working on figuring out exactly what time is best for my wake and sleep. I found that when I stick to going to bed and especially waking up at the same time 7 days a week for an extended period of time, I feel so much better and can get out of bed a lot easier and have more consistent energy throughout the day. If a weekend rolls around and I'm sleeping in, then on Monday I am groggy and it takes me a few days to reset. By the time I start feeling good with my wake up times, it's Thursday or Friday and we're just restarting the cycle again on the weekend. Having more consistent energy sets me up for success because then I have the energy to actually get the things that I want to get done. I also just feel better and feel healthier and happier rather than taking hours to come out of a groggy state in the morning. So if you deal with any sort of fatigue or like sleep inertia, I'd recommend trying to go to sleep and wake up at roughly the same time for 2 to 3 weeks and see how that helps. I think it's also super helpful to have a very specific to-do list. This is such a simple task that gives me so much control and calmness because I know exactly what I want to accomplish and I know that I'm not forgetting anything. It's also helpful because when the list is done, so am I. So it gives me a little bit more permission to relax and reset. I try to do this the night before, but I make a list of everything that I want to accomplish in a day. I had a lot of different formats, from planners to sticky notes to Google Tasks and other digital formats. Currently, in this stage of life, Notion is my best friend. But during school, I definitely preferred the physical to-do list. The trick here, though, is to make the to-do list accomplishable. If I work all day, I know that I won't be able to come home, plan, film, edit, and upload a video. So I usually will make my to-do list be just one of those tasks along with a few other life things. By having it be realistic, I get the satisfaction of accomplishing what I wanted to. Then I don't burn out as fast. If I always have 2 or 3 things left on my to-do list at the end of the day, I feel frustrated. So to-do lists are great to just have the organization of what you want to accomplish along with the satisfaction of completing those things. While we're on the topic of organization, I find that I feel the most in control when I'm married to my Google Calendar. I put everything on there: work, content plans, workouts, trips, time with friends and family. This allows me to look at a week and plan my goals for the week alongside my priorities. When I'm making the previously mentioned to-do list, I look at a week and plan according to what I have going on that week. This helps me make realistic decisions for what I can actually accomplish in a day. For example, if I'm going for a walk with a friend after work, it's not likely that my to-do list can be too long. This allows me to make sure that I'm making time for all the things that matter to me. I like to use the color feature to get kind of a visual picture of where I'm spending my time. Anything that is not a priority, I have in a red color. So if I see too much red going on in a week, then I know that it's time to stop saying yes to things that week so that I can make sure that I have time allocated to what I find is a priority to myself. One big challenge for me with working full-time is making sure that my nutrition is still good. Prepping my food the day prior is a huge help for making sure that I'm staying on top of my health and fitness goals while also making sure that I stay fueled appropriately. It also helps my mornings go so smoothly. I just grab my lunchbox and pack it in my bag and head out the door. And then I know that I have a nutritious and filling meal so I can actually get through my day. Personally, fitness is a huge priority for me right now. I want to be healthy and happy in my later years, and I work in healthcare where I see the effects of neglecting your health and wellness in your young age compound over time. So preparing food in advance has been super helpful to make sure that I'm not eating less nutritious options that I'm just grabbing as I go. I also have found that if I don't pack the meal the night before, I grab just a couple snacks and think I'll be good for the day, and I end up crashing because I haven't had enough nutrition to fuel my day, and then I'm not likely to get anything done in my evenings, and my evenings are important for my personal goals. So I let myself down if I'm not fueled. So packing my lunch the night before is a huge system that helps me stay successful. Funny enough, exercise is usually the first thing that I skip when I feel like I don't have time or want to be putting time towards other goals. Turns out that's a really bad plan. Prioritizing my fitness helps me feel more energized throughout the day. And like I said, I want to build a healthy and strong foundation for my future. I also work a job with a lot of manual labor and I want to stay strong so that I can protect myself down the road. I feel better and I'm able to accomplish more. I look better, I'm happier, and I just have more energy when I exercise regularly. So moving fitness up on my priority list and not letting myself skip even a lazy workout is one system that has absolutely helped me achieve my goals. With anything in life, consistency is the most important factor. I am working really hard on letting go of the all or nothing mentality. I used to think that if I couldn't do something perfectly or to the full optimized extent, then then it wasn't worth doing at all. I would not tackle a challenging video. I would skip a workout because I was tired and not going to be able to lift as much as I did the day before. I would skip washing my face at night because I didn't want to do my whole skincare routine. So I'm starting to adopt the mindset of a little bit is better than nothing at all. So if I can only do a few sets of squats instead of a full workout, that's still better than not doing any workout. If I can only wash my face with soap, still better than not doing it at all. If I can only script part of a video, that's still better than not creating the video at all. It seems so simple, but I feel like it's definitely ingrained in me that if it's not the best, then it's not worth achieving. And that mindset has definitely held me back. So if you also have this mindset, let it go and focus on any bit is better than nothing at all. Any progress is good progress. One thing that has rolled over from my time in school is having super specific times for each task. I used to block my study time, now I block my work times. Usually I get home from my employment job at around 4 o'clock. And then I tell myself that I'll start working on my projects at 6. So I know that I have 2 hours to get a workout in, have dinner, unwind a little bit. And then I have to get to work. Same with my projects. If I'm starting them at 6, depending how much I get done, I set an end time for myself. And this is a block of time that I can focus in, but then when it's done, it's done. If I have a lot to do, I might end at 9 and just leave myself enough time to shower and go to bed. Or if I have less, maybe I'm winding down by 7:30. Whatever it is, before I dive into a task or project, I set a start and end time. This helps me stay disciplined and actually keep making progress on my projects, while also ensuring that I don't burn out. Hopefully these systems and mindset that I have used to maintain some consistency towards my goals can help you stay inspired for your own. I'm sharing my life experiences so that yours can be a little bit easier, so tag along for the rest of my journey.